So this morning we saw a strong open. For me, I saw Tesla and Nvidia. Tesla yesterday dropped 12%. Anyways, very nice doji at the open. At the pullback, I jumped in long. 1 minute open range breakup. That's the bread of my butter from 894 all the way up to 915, and I got out very decent profit. Andy's here from the capital office. Sorry about the recap yesterday. I had to go to the doctor, and then we came and did the YouTube live. We just didn't have the time to record it, but I did have some TQQ and SXL reversal during the day. It was a little bit messy, but eventually turned out to be a green day. I did took some SOXL and TQQ as a reversal, as a swing yesterday. And they gap down, and at the open I just quickly got out of them. Now they're going up, really. Actually, I regret doing that. But yesterday, as you all know, it was a really crazy day. There's a lot of concerns with the China lockdown, because those supply chain disruption is going to catch up with us. Interest rates are going up. Russia situation is not getting any better, and the world is in a mess right now. And obviously, there's absolutely no reason for the market to go higher. Specifically, that the Feds, they want to control the inflation, and the only way that they can control inflation is to make sure that the money is tight and credit is more expensive, and gloomy days are ahead. So anyways, so I was watching semiconductors are really active and they're really beaten up, and then obviously QQQ, which dropped almost 5% yesterday. That was one of the biggest loss that I've ever seen on Qs. So this morning we saw a strong open. For me, I saw Tesla and Nvidia. Tesla yesterday dropped 12%. Anyways, very nice doji at the open. At the pullback, I jumped in long. 1 minute open range breakup. That's the bread of my butter from 894 all the way up to 915, and I got out of it. Very decent profit. And then same as Nvidia. Nvidia had a very strong open. Tested the previous day close on VWAP. I jumped in from 186, went up all the way up to 191, and then I got stopped out at the break even. It did came back up, but the better trade that Brian did was actually AMD. AMD, same 1 minute open range breakup, but it was way more stronger than NVIDIA. NVIDIA turned out to be really choppy. And that was it for me. I mean, I'm closing my day 89, 150 cents, again, including these two swings. And that's it. The market is ripping now. Nobody knows if this rip is going to last or not, but for now, we enjoy the rip. I have my buddy Thor with me. He did an amazing trade. You want to talk about your trade? I'm going to post it and actually so people can see.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everybody out there, YouTube. Hey, don't forget to, give the thumbs up, like for the channel, subscribe, ring that bell. You know how it works. When you get over, for me, I trade a little bit differently than Andrew. Andrew and Brian especially, they just crush these opening ranges. I'm not as good at them. And everything was in a middle value area for me. So I had to let everything kind of get away. So I waited for the open for a few minutes to get into a trade, and I got in just a little bit before 9:40 when T alerted. We have a scanner that we use called the Pivot Bot, and it alerted some volume coming in at S3 on T. So I went ahead, looked at it. Level 2 was stacked to the top side, so I went ahead and longed right at the value area. You can see the yellow line kind of marks value. And then I got some nice partials at pre-market low. And then just before the previous day low. So, and I'm still holding a little bit of that position now. It's coming back to retest VWAP as we speak, and I'm going to entertain the idea of adding into it or just holding out to see what happens. But probably be my only trade for the day. So far I'm at goal with it, and just looking to see if it gets anything else.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Excellent trade. Thanks for coming. Thanks for covering. Again, next week I'm going to go to Portugal for another running race, and I know I'm going to bug you a lot. And Brian is also going to traveling next week too to Peru. So Jared and
no, not next week. Week after.
Week after. Anyway, so we're going to have
it's the week after.
So Brian, for you, I know you got a crazy trade on AMD.
Yeah, I got a nice breakout. Yeah. I tried to take a long on Lucid. It pulled back. I got in. I got a good entry on it, 1842. It kind of kept popping up and stalling out around 1860. So I kept partialing out, and then I finally just gave up on it because and then I flipped to AMD because you were making money on everything else, NVIDIA and Tesla. So I was getting frustrated being in Lucid, and then I did a trade on Visa. So I got a nice kind of started to break out there through 218. So yeah.
Yeah, so
Visa
the
was
end
a nice
use
trade too.
All while having computer issues, by the way.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what
multitasking.
The Russians are attacking
Yeah,
all of our computers. Yeah, excellent. So
I
that's it
still
for
don't-
me. I mean, handcuff. I know I did make this mistake yesterday that I just kept trading it, and it turned out to be a messy day. I mean, profitable but messy day. But handcuffs for me. Tesla is dropping, so I don't want to be in Tesla or anything else. I'm just watching the market now. So, guys, a few spots left. I think less than 5 spots left on peak capital trading. If you want to come and work with the captains and co-captains and go through our advanced modules, like Thor, for example, has his own advanced modules and talk about the volume price analysis and all of these, the volume profile that you see in his charts and pivot points. So that's 3 months. The cost is $1,500. The $500 of that is for your DAS and the charting the journaling software. So it's only $1,000, and so that money is only for accountability. Like yesterday, Ardi and I went to the gym. This guy Nick, that I'm doing, the weight training with him. I've been doing it for 5 years, and this is the funny part, that 5 years is the same set. One day back and shoulder, one day arm and chest, and it's just the same set for 5 years, and he's charging us $60, $70 per hour. And I tell him, Nick, this is nothing new. I'm just paying you because of the accountability. Because if you are not here, if you don't text me, I'm not going to show up. There's no way that I go to gym. I talk myself out of it. So that money for mentorship that you're paying is not really that you're trying to get a secret sauce, but it's the accountability that you commit yourself to build your trade book with the help of others. It's like that's essentially what you're doing. And if you want to put the time to work on your trade book and get the feedback and test it out, because Susan is working with you every week to build that trade book. It's either a pivot style like Thor, or it's a momentum trade like me. You have to build a trade book and someone gives you the feedback. But anyway, so it's all about the accountability, that thing. It's not about getting some information that, there's nowhere else available. It's just you're committing yourself to something with a group of committed people. That's it. The sales pitch is done. I mean, it starts May 8th, but we definitely get these 5 spots full, hopefully, and then after that you have to stay for another one. We try to have it every quarter. So, anything from you, Thor, Brian, before I cut off?
Yeah. Short Lucid.
Yes. Lucid is absolute garbage. I don't know why you're trading this stock. This is just absolute garbage. I knew, in my life that I'm not going to touch this piece of garbage. Anyways, guys, so I'm going to send a newsletter. Sorry about yesterday. Ardi and I are going to go live again at before the market close, because we want to talk about so Ardi and I are going to go live 3 days a week. So, come make sure to subscribe and hit the notification so you get an email when we are going live, and support us. We show you trading terminal, and then we want to slowly talk about the market. Ardi is preparing a lot of nice macroeconomic materials, and support us, guys. Thank you so much, and see you soon.